conferences on business and management in the diverse areas like FDI, mergers and acquisitions, financial sector reforms, corporate laws, and marketing. These conferences have been inaugurated by eminent personalities like Salman Khurshid, Sheila Dikshit, and Manish Sisodia. There has always been an overwhelming response from the academicians, researchers, and practitioners from all over the country in these conferences. The conference is designed in a manner where not only the researchers and teachers get an opportunity to present their research papers in three technical sessions, but also get an opportunity to interact with the industry experts in the Industry Academy Interface session. In this session, the experts and practitioners from different corporate fields interact with the academicians and try to identify the gaps in theoretical and practical aspects of business and management. Despite the pandemic, we organized various research workshops and couldn't be stopped from progressing further. Thus, we take pride in organizing and welcome you all to the inaugural session of the International Conference on Business and Management. We hope you will find yourself engaged after attending the various sessions of this conference. Thank you.
A very blissful morning to the assembly of distinguished guests, respected Principal Sir, a galaxy of intellectuals, and our valued audience. I, Eva Sharma, along with my colleague Sagrika Chaudhary, heartily welcome you all on the behalf of the Department of Commerce, Shahid Bhagat Singh College, to the International E-Conference on Advances in Business and Management.
We are proud to announce that this conference is being held in collaboration with our academic partners that are Faculty of Entrepreneurship Studies, University of Tehran, Faculty of Management Studies, Sabra Gamua University of Sri Lanka, and Amril Publishing, India.
We also take immense pride in sharing with you all that this is the first e-conference on business and management in the history of our college, which is being conducted completely on a digital platform in line with the social distancing norms due to the COVID-19 pandemic.
May I now request Dr. Ruchi Gupta, faculty member of the Department of Commerce, to take over the proceedings.
Thank you, Evan Sagrika. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I, Dr. Ruchi Gupta, on behalf of the Department of Commerce, Shahid Bhagat Singh College, welcome you all to the 3-day International Conference on Advances in Business and Management. The Department of Commerce takes pride in welcoming Dr. Anil Sardana, Principal, Shahid Bhagat Singh College, our distinguished guest of honor, Shri Feroz Khan, Honorable Chairman, Governing Body, Shahid Bhagat Singh College, University of Delhi, our chief guest of the function, Dr. Bhimarai Maitri, Director, IIM Nagpur, Maharashtra, India. Our special guests from our academic partners, Professor Saeed Moshtaba Sajadi, Advisor to Dean in International Affairs, Faculty of Entrepreneurship, University of Tehran, Iran. Professor Kambiz Talebi, Professor, Faculty of Entrepreneurship, University of Tehran, Iran. Professor Atula Gananapala, Dean, Faculty of Management Studies, Sabarakamuwa University of Sri Lanka. Dr. Jayanta Rivasari, Senior Lecturer, Faculty of Management Studies, Sabarakamuwa University of Sri Lanka. Ms. Sangeeta Menon, Publishing Relationship Manager, Emerald Publishing, India. And of course, our own Dr. Aarti Seni, Organizing Secretary of the conference, and Dr. Anil Kumar, Conference Director and Teacher in Charge, Department of Commerce, Shahid Bhagat Singh College. The field of business and management is dynamic and ever-changing. In the wake of growing importance of digital technologies, almost all the functional areas of business and management are getting redefined. We all have witnessed unprecedented times of COVID-19 and the way the pandemic is already rewriting the future of business. So how are we seeing the future of business going forward? What novel ideas need to be investigated by researchers and implemented by practitioners? Our International E-Conference on Advances in Business and Management intends to provide a platform for discussion on these issues. With these words, I once again welcome you all again to our conference, where we have many distinguished and eminent speakers to share their thoughts with our audience. Ladies and gentlemen, to address the gathering, I would first like to invite our respected principal, Dr. Anil Sardana, who is a visionary leader and a great motivating force for all of us. Under his able leadership and guidance, the college continues to excel and grow in true sense. And this is reflected in various academic activities, co-curricular activities, college administration, and his progressive outlook. Sir, it gives me immense pleasure to invite you now to address our audience and set the stage for the deliberations at the conference. Dr. Anil Sardana.
Thank you, Dr. Ruchi Gupta. I take this opportunity to welcome you all to this International E-Conference on Advances in Business and Management being organized by the Department of Commerce, Shaheed Bhagat Singh College, with our partners, Faculty of Entrepreneurial Study, University of Tehran, Faculty of Management Studies, University of Sri Lanka from Sagarmua, and Emerald Publishing House, who are our publishing partners. We are privileged to have with us Shri Firoz Khan Sahib, Chairman, Governing Body. We are honored to have Director IIM Nagpur, Dr. Bhim Rai Maitri. I could have the opportunity to interact with him just now. Our welcome for our partners, Professor Syed Sajdi from University of Tehran, and Professor Kabir Talebi, Professor Athula from University of Sri Lanka, Dr. Jayanta Devashri, also from University of Sri Lanka. We also welcome Ms. Sangeeta Menon from Emerald Publishing House, who have joined us with us as a publishing partner. My appreciation for Seminar Director, Dr. Anil Kumar, and Organizing Secretary, Dr. Aarti Seni, delegates from India and abroad, senior teachers of the department and faculties of my college and other colleges from Department of Commerce and other departments. I could see they also joined us. I'm so happy and thankful to them. And dearest of all are the young brigade, the students who have worked very hard. I welcome you all and wish you a great time in the next 3 days. I'm sure this investment of 3 days is definitely going to give you best of the time and the best of the knowledge and wisdom, and the department will be able to enrich all that. I believe that we are living in a rapidly changing time. There are side effects of rapid changes and growth. Challenges of today's business are uncertainty about the future, financial management, performance evaluation and monitoring, regulations, talent recruitment and competencies, technology, customer services and handling data and handling change. Not only there are challenges at the national level, there are challenges at the international level also. We face the risk of currency, international law, accounting practices, political risks, supply chain complexities, and there are worldwide environmental differences. This conference, which has been organized by our college, will definitely address so many issues, and it will make people knowing about how to handle these crises, these changes. It will enable the people to learn about, particularly the leaders, the CEOs, to learn about the managers, the writers, to learn about how to navigate the change, how to make progress among chaos, among the circumstances which are actually not good, finding talent, not only finding talent, enabling them to stay and stay ahead in the economy. These are the issues before us. It is necessary for them to develop the skills to build strong management team and retaining the top talent, nurturing strong work culture in the organization, and staying relevant. It is necessary to choose the right opportunities and leaving benchmarks and legacy for others to follow. We need to learn. We need to improve on technology and do regular innovations for better financial management, entrepreneurial development, entrepreneurial mindset, adopt better business strategies for effective information system management and supply chain management. The role of human resource management is always prime. I'm sure that this international e-conference will address these issues and will enrich us all with the knowledge, wisdom, and strategies for learning and writing. The teachers will gain how to pass on the knowledge to the students. Students will gain to be a better corporate person or an entrepreneur in times to come. The issues which are being addressed by our college are the very relevant issues and are needed to be addressed. I can understand that the things are not same as they were when we used to organize offline and in physical mode conferences and seminars. People used to wait for our conferences and seminars, but because of the COVID times, we are not able to meet each other physically, but definitely this e-mode is also has increased our boundaries, that we have people from different countries also. They are joining at different time in different sessions, and we will be exchanging our notes as well as knowledge with them. I welcome them all. I'm thankful to all those who have spared time for this conference, and they have come forward to pass on the information, their knowledge, the acquired knowledge over the period of years. I'm so happy that students have also worked very hard, and I have always seen them working very hard under the leadership of Dr. Anil Kumar and Dr. Aarti Seni. The whole department has always been working as a cohesive team, and they all have contributed in their own respective fields. I'm really thankful to them. I once again take this opportunity to welcome you all to this. I'm sure you are definitely going to enjoy these 3 days, and we are always there to contribute our bit. But we will be here to get the knowledge and wisdom from all of you. This college has reached to this stage with the efforts of many teachers who have worked year to year and added brick to brick. And this, as I was listening to this, that it has reached to the A, has got a NAAC accredited A college. I would like to remember and pay credit to my predecessor, Dr. P.K. Khurana, who worked very hard, and as well as the director, Dr. V.A.V. Raman, who have worked very hard to do these things. We are continuing to keep that legacy and the benchmark, and we will definitely work our own bit to take it further. With these words, I once again thank you, Dr. Ruchi Gupta, for being a wonderful host always in all the conferences and here also. So all the best to all other comparers also who are going to definitely take up in the later part of the day. My best wishes to all of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for your words of encouragement and for laying emphasis on change management, innovation, and redefining the various areas of business and management. Thank you so much. I would now like to invite Dr. Aarti Seni, Organizing Secretary of the conference, to brief you all about the conference.
Thank you, Ruchi. Respected Principal Dr. Anil Sardana, our guest of honor, Shri Firoz Khan sir, our chief guest, Dr. Maitri, our guest from University of Tehran, Professor Sajididi, Professor Kambis, our guest from Sri Lanka, Sabargama University of Sri Lanka, Professor Atula Gananapala, Professor Jayanta Devasri, Ms. Sangeeta Menon, our academic partner from Emerald, and Dr. Anil Kumar, our teacher in charge, and my dear colleagues. Very good morning to one and all, and namaste from India. And I would like to take this opportunity to thank you all for joining us at 3D International E-Conference on Advances in Business and Management 2021. It's my pleasure to walk you through the conference and introduce you about the conference. Before I begin, I would like to take this opportunity to address everyone present here and thank you for joining us today, again at IECBM 2021. It's my pleasure to share that Shahid Bhagat Singh College has been organizing various conferences on various themes in previous years, and the year 2021 has welcomed our first international conference And also, this is one of the first conference in the history of our college, of our department, of course, which is completely conducted on digital platform due to COVID-19 pandemic. It is our pleasure to introduce you to Shahid Bhagat Singh College, Department of Commerce, and we are fortunate to have our academic partner, University of Tehran, Iran, University of Sabarkama, Sri Lanka, and Emerald Publishing. We welcome you and thank you for making this conference happen. Like every year, the theme of our conference keeps changing, and we would like to cover every aspect of management through this three-day conference. This conference has a theme which is relevant to what is happening to the world. The theme Advances in Business and Management basically focuses on how the world is moving towards the changing in this digital world. The conference adopts a timely theme. Technology has penetration in virtually all areas of operations, of education, and the practices in management and businesses. If you take a look at the conference program, you will agree that this conference is going to be busy and productive for many researchers across the world. There is a lot to offer in 3-day event. We have planned discussion forums on Theorizing in Business and Management by Professor A. Parsuraman and Professor Kashif. We have a discussion forum by Professor Yogesh Dwivedi from UK. We have Professor Ramaiah. We have Professor Aviral Tiwari, and we have Professor Varsha Jain, who will be taking you through the publishing challenge in bilingual research context. We are also having a workshop from Emerald where we will be talking about the publishing challenges again. So there is a lot to offer in this 3-day event. ICBM provides a platform from the researcher to showcase their path-breaking research in different disciplines of management. The conference also provides a platform to researchers to put forth their ideas, share their experience, and network with their counterparts. The conference provides a novel forum to researchers and academicians to present papers in the area of finance and accounting, IT, e-commerce, law and business, marketing, organization behavior and HR, strategy and entrepreneurship. Ladies and gentlemen, the world is experiencing multiple transitions. The old world order is vanishing, but the counters of new world order are uncertain. This conference, however, will not be just another talk shop. By the end of the event, we intend to formulate a set of learning experiences and outcomes through the design structure of the conference. The discussion forum, panel discussions, along with workshop aim to give researchers an opportunity to understand the importance of research, and the sessions in the conference track, including if you see the conference track, you will be finding that there are 5 to 6 papers in each session. The motive behind is that every presenters get good insights from these session chairs. I hope you will have 3 most productive days of your life, and the interest and stimulating discussions will definitely enhance your research ability. I sincerely wish that this conference will be a great success, not only as a chance to share knowledge and experience in the higher knowledge, but also as the beginning of a long and fruitful cooperation and friendship among fellow educators devoted to the most meaningful and worthwhile task of teaching, training our youth who will shape our future. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Aarti Saini, for briefing our audience about the conference. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Aarti Saini, Dr. Anil Kumar, the conference organizing secretary and the conference director respectively, they have been working day and night with the dean to bring forth this conference to you. Now, let me take this opportunity to introduce our eminent guests for today's inaugural function. We are all honored to have amongst us today Shri Feroz Khan, our Honorable Chairman, Governing Body of Shahid Bhagat Singh College. Shri Feroz Khan is also a distinguished guest of honor for this international e-conference. Shri Feroz Khan is an educationist and a philanthropist. He completed his education from Jamia Millia Islamia University. Shri Feroz Khan is a social worker who actively works in the field of education and healthcare. He has been working closely with Delhi government and has been instrumental in implementing various progressive schemes of the government. We all have witnessed the problems and difficulties that the COVID-19 pandemic posed in front of us. Shri Feroz Khan ensured that he extended a helping hand to the needy during these difficult times. He ensured to reach out to the masses. During the pandemic, Sir was instrumental in releasing the helpline numbers to help the COVID-19 patients and also helped in getting healthcare facilities and medical treatment to all the needy people. As the chairman governing body of the college, Shri Feroz Khan is leading us to higher levels of excellence. He's a man of positive attitude and has been very cooperative in the overall administration and implementation of novel ideas in the college. Sir, it is indeed our honor to have you with us today. Welcome to the conference, sir. May I now request you to address the audience.
Firstly, I'd like to thank you, Ruchi, for the encouragement given to me. I do thanks to the Department of Commerce for giving me chance to participate in this between the dignitaries across the globe. In regards to the conference, I would like to say that International E-Conference on Advances in Business and Management is a great example of resilience shown by the teachers during the pandemic, where the normal changed, but the keenness to learn is grew. I congratulate the Department of Commerce of Shaheed Bhagat Singh College for organizing its first international conference. I hope upcoming 3 days schedule is going to be an enriching experience for all of us with an impressive line of speakers from all over the globe like Iran and Sri Lanka. The conference recognized the need of the hour, that is research, publishing, and also that digitization aids in international collaborations. I'm delighted to be a part of these great days of learning. Thank you very much. Up to you, Ruchi.
So thank you so much for those words of encouragement. We look forward to achieving better levels of excellence under your able leadership and guidance. And we would like to thank you again for gracing the occasion with your presence and for taking your time from your busy schedule to grace our event, sir. Thank you so much. Now may I take this opportunity to welcome and introduce you all to the chief guest of our function, Dr. Bhimrai Maitri, Director, IIM Nagpur. Dr. Maitri is a distinguished academician, renowned teacher, researcher, and an astute administrator. As an outstanding leader of management education, he has performed key leadership roles at many premier management institutes and corporates in his remarkable career. Dr. Maitri is the former director of IIM Tiruchirappalli. He has also contributed immensely as dean at L&T Institute of Project Management, Vadodara, IMI New Delhi, MDI Gurgaon, and leading research programs at BITS Pilani. A renowned expert in the area of project management and infrastructure, quality management, and supply chain management, Dr. Maitri received his PhD from IIT Powai, Mumbai. He has numerous research papers and books to his credit, apart from being on the editorial advisory boards of several national and international journals. Dr. Maitri has also served as a member of various national committees of higher education constituted by the government and various professional bodies. He is also a member expert group for implementation of the National Education Policy 2020 and has served on the board of Decision Sciences Institute, Houston, Texas, USA. In fact, Dr. Maitri was the first Indian elected as the Vice President, Asia Pacific Division, Decision Sciences Institute, Houston. Dr. Maitri has trained more than 100 vice chancellors of central, state, and deemed universities in the country, and more than 1,000 directors, deans, principals, and HODs to improve the quality of technical education in the country. For such illustrious contributions to the society, Dr. Maitri has been bestowed with several prestigious awards and recognitions. Dr. Maitri is the only serving IIM director to receive the country's prestigious IIMA Keval Noria Award for academic leadership in management education, Distinguished Services Award by Asia Pacific Sciences Institute, Top Director Award by CSR, Prerna Puraskar Distinguished Alumnus Award, and Top Rankers Excellence Award for Outstanding Academic Leadership by Top Rankers Management Club, New Delhi. Sir, it is indeed our pleasure to welcome you as a chief guest at the inaugural session of our three-day conference. Dr. Maitri, may I now request you to address the audience.
Thank you, Dr. Ruchi. Very warm morning to all of you. Respected Sri Firoz Khan, Honorable Chairman, Governing Body, Shahid Bhagat Singh College, University of Delhi. Respected Principal, Dr. Anil Sardana ji, Dr. Anil Kumar, Conference Director, Dr. R.P. Saini, Organizing Secretary, and the international partners, Professor Atullah and Professor Syed, Professor Talebi, Dr. Jayanta, and from Emerald, Ms. Sangeeta Menon, all the distinguished participants from India, abroad, faculty members of Shahid Bhagat Singh College, and students of this esteemed college. First of all, I take this opportunity to thank Department of Commerce organizing this conference, this international conference on advances in business and management. I must say that this is the timely conference and off topic. And as I was going through, this college has been known for setting the benchmarks, setting the milestones, and many alumni, they have proven it number of occasions and number of times. As the name of the college itself indicates, Bhagat Singh ji was a great role model, great patriot, and also many traits of Bhagat Singh ji. And the most important one was the commitment. I think that each one of us have to learn from this great leader. So to begin with, this conference is talking about advances in business and management. I must say that now we are moving from industrial era to intelligence era. So it is a very interesting time. It is a transition period. And in this transition, many things will change. And change also is changing. You see, change is changing in the sense, speed of change is much more than any time in the history. The speed of change has taken over the size of the organization. Today, size of organization has no meaning. Who takes the lead in changing, they are going to be the leaders. As far as education sector is concerned, readers are the leaders. Even though I know that natives of the digital world, reading habits have gone, but unless until we read, we cannot lead. So in this kind of digital disruptive world, we also called Industry 4.0, many changes are happening. And I must focus here how future looks like. Future is very uncertain. I can say future is fluid. F-L-U-I-D. That F indicates future is fluid. L indicates leadership is a fluid leadership. All of you know that leaders have changed, but leadership has not changed. But in this disruptive world, the context is changing like a flowing water. And along with the changing context, the style of leadership has to change. So whether leaders change or not, leadership style has to change. So that is L. Third, U indicates it is basically uncertainty in the context. Because of disruption, the contexts are changing very often, like a water, like a fluid. So, and then I indicates intellectual capital. Intellectual capital, we call it as a workforce, we call it as a, manpower. So that workforce is a liquid workforce. Future belongs to liquid workforce. Liquid workforce means once we graduate from college, then lifelong I need not to read, I need not to study. Those days are gone. You have to skill, reskill, upskill, because the jobs are changing. All the routine jobs are taken by the robots. Only jobs where the strategy is required, where soft skills are required, where data is not there. In such areas, people still have a lot of opportunity to work. Where there is a data, all those jobs are taken by the robots, AI. So in this kind of things, liquid workforce means people have to change their jobs, change their roles as and when disruption happens, as and when the advancement of digital technology happens. So in this kind of context, skilling, reskilling, upskilling are the ways we have to be in this kind of new normal. It means learn, unlearn, and relearn. So learn, relearn, or new learn, these things will be the mantras to remain relevant, to calibrate ourselves to be relevant to the present. Now, learning and relearning is easy to do, but unlearning is difficult to do. Unlearning means the fundamental assumption on which we undertake the job, we undertake the mission. For example, education or the corporate, the fundamental principle was we work under the fundamental principle of stakeholder. Now the time has changed. The things have changed. Even if you look at the new National Education Policy 2020, the fundamental principle of stakeholder has changed to now the central principle for higher education or any education is people and planet first, profit in the end. All the three P's are there, but the orders have changed. People first, planet first, and then the profit in the end. It means our focus till now was only industry and academia, industry and students were the important stakeholder in education. Now, not only industry, not only students, but we also have to focus society. We also have to focus planning, sustainable education. And now the education means not for the job. Education means building a character. Education means building a holistic human being. Education means we have to think of global citizenship. Education means we have to think of global social responsibility. The time has gone for CSR is only for the company and education institution. Now the time has come, we have to think of global social responsibility. So these are the changes happening. Actually, literally, there is a restructuring of the globe is happening. Every reason there is a restructuring. Of course, COVID is one of such kind of disruption, apart from digital disruption. So COVID has again changed the lifestyle of each and every one and every sector, including education sector. Then Churchill once said, we should never waste the best crisis. I think Shahid Bhagat Singh College has taken this opportunity in this time of pandemic, organizing this great conference, connecting with all the great universities in and around India to work with this conference and bring the new insights, new changes, and new directions, new guidance for the entire fraternity. I must say that in this highly connected world, we are highly disconnected. So this highly connected world means we are connected through LinkedIn, WhatsApp, Facebook. We never seen them, we never gone there, but we are interacting, connected through various social medias. But the next question comes, we are highly disconnected with our own native places, with our own relatives, with our own roots, with our own fundamental traditional knowledge. We are totally disconnected. We have moved away from Western education, European and American, and we've forgotten our roots. We've forgotten our fundamental principles. Today, if you look at the globe, entire world is looking, intellectual capital means they look towards India. The moment education institution, people may be looking at Harvard, Wharton, and all those kind of education institutions, including Stanford. But when you look at the intellectual capital, they don't look at those institutions, they look at Indians. Look at Google, who is heading. Look at IBM, Mr. Krishna is heading. Look at DBS Bank, which is not visibly seen. Physically, you can't see the bank, and it is the best bank in the world, totally digitalized bank headed by Piyush Gupta in Singapore. Look at, Satya Nadella. Look at Sundar Pichai. They are all Indians, studied in Indian schools, Indian colleges, and they are leading the world. Look at Srikant Datar. Look at Subra at Singapore National Technological University. Look at Singapore Management University, Jerry Jold, who is BITSCN and from Chennai. So all these people, if you look at that, all the leading organizations and institutions in the globe are headed by Indians, because Indians know how to handle the context. Because context is changing. Changing context means a disruption is happening. Disruption means you have to deal with the firefighting, like pandemic. So firefighting means Indians are best in the world. It has been said that one Indian is equal to 3 Japanese. All of you know that Japanese are considered as the best. But when it comes to firefighting, Indians are the best. One Indian is equal to 3 Japanese. But when 2 Indians come together, our performance is half of the Japanese. So this is the biggest problem for India. How to work together as a team. Teamwork, we have a big point. Teamwork, entire world should learn from Japan. When Japan collapsed, 1960 to 80, Japan was rebuilt. Japan was restructured. 80 to 95, 15 years, Japan became super economy. It is all because of building the great talent, shaping the great talent of Japanese. Japan, no natural resources and no market, but they became industry leaders, just building the manpower, just shaping the talent. I think we have to learn, we Indians have to learn from Japan as far as teamwork is concerned. As far as contextual leadership is concerned, fluid leadership is concerned, nobody can match Indians. Entire world should learn from India. And now in coming 4-5 years, India is going to lead the world. And that is how in new model curriculum, I was fortunate to head the model curriculum for business schools. And we introduced Indian ethos and business ethics as a one compulsory course for management. Our traditional knowledge brings the contextual leadership. I think I must say on this important forum, the kind of commitment, the kind of leaders India produced, like in the form of Bhagat Singh Ji and many such leaders, Jamshedji Tata, all such leaders, they all became great leaders because of Indian traditional knowledge and Indian ethos. Now the time has come. Take Indian ethos to global. The way Japanese management is taught all over the world, now the time has come. In coming 5 to 10 years, Indian management is taught rest of the world, including India. And that is how we are preparing the ground. I am sure this 3 days conference, lot of deliberations, many of my friends I can see in the list. I can see Divedi ji, I can see Parshuraman ji, and many leaders. I think in this conference, and lot of insights, the participants and all the distinguished, members of this conference, they are going to get out of this conference. And I am sure in future, future belongs to a perpetual learner. A lifelong learning is going to be the mantra. And future belongs to who capture the technology faster than fast. Future belongs to who basically live with the Indian ethos. Because of this, many scams and many uncertainties are happening. And future belongs to the contributor. Future belongs to who keeps the big picture and who gain the Himalayan energy. Who keeps the big picture, they will always have a Himalayan energy. And Himalayan energy means you have to go to Everest and nobody can stop you to go to Everest. I'm sure this conference, Advances in Business and Management, you are all going to gain. And future belongs to three traits are required for future. One is you have to be a good manager, you have to be a good leader, and your mind has to be an entrepreneurial mind. So those who have all the three, they are going to lead the world. I wish a grand success of this 3 days international conference organized by Department of Commerce under the directorship of Anil Ji and organizing secretary Aarti Saini Ji. under the able guidance and dynamic and successful leadership of Anil Sardana ji. I wish the conference once again a grand success, and I thank Dr. Anil Sardana ji, a great leader, for inviting me for this conference as a one of the speaker. And thank you very much. Thanks a lot, and namaste.
Dr. Maitri, thank you so much for sharing your views with our audience. I'm sure that this was really an enriching experience for our audience. Dr. Maitri has talked about transition from industrial to the digital era, changes happening in the context of Industry 4.0, how leadership needs to change in the changing world. In the context of liquid workforce, how one needs to skill, reskill, and upskill. Also, he has stressed on the concepts of global citizenship and global social responsibility, and still being attached to our roots. And obviously also knowing how to best mobilize our talent by giving the example of Japan. Sir, you have given us various points which can definitely be a food for thought. Sir, I once again thank you for gracing the event with your esteemed presence and enlightening us on these various issues. Thank you so much, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, today we have with us our special guests from our academic partner, University of Tehran, Iran. The Department of Commerce, Shaheed Bhagat Singh College, takes pride in welcoming Professor Saeed Mojtaba Sajidi, Advisor to Dean in International Affairs, Faculty of Entrepreneurship, University of Tehran, Iran, and Professor Kambiz Talebi, Professor, Faculty of Entrepreneurship, University of Tehran, Iran. Professor Saeed Mojtaba Sajidi holds a PhD in Industrial Engineering and Systems Management from Amir Kabir University of Technology, Tehran, Iran. He received his MSc and BSc in Industrial Engineering from University of Tehran and Sharif University of Technology, respectively. Mojtaba is working as an associate professor in Faculty of Entrepreneurship and adjunct lecturer in Faculty of Management and School of Industrial Engineering and at the University of Tehran. His research interests include simulation-based optimization, mathematical modeling, artificial intelligence, and machine learning. He applies these research methodologies in supply chain, healthcare, production control, disaster management, tourism, and entrepreneurship. In 2015, he was selected as a young outstanding researcher in the 24th Research Festival of University of Tehran. He was also a visiting researcher at University of Antwerp, Belgium. Mojtaba has published research articles in scientific journals like Computers and Industrial Engineering and International Journal of Advanced Manufacturing Technology. He has presented several papers at international conferences such as Inform 2018 Taiwan and CIE 49 China. Professor Sajidi teaches various courses such as simulation, supply chain management, process and operations management, inventory or production management, project management, and business model design. Professor Sajidi, I welcome you again and request you now to share your thoughts with our audience. Professor Saeed Mojtaba Sajidi. I think he's not here.
He has not joined us yet. I think he has got some problem with internet. If you don't, I think that I can try.
Yes, sir, let me give this opportunity to welcome you in the meantime.
Thank you very much.
I'll welcome you in the meantime, and we'll wait for Professor Sajidi to join in the meantime.
Okay.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we also have with us today Professor Kambiz Talebi, Professor, Faculty of Entrepreneurship, University of Tehran, Iran. Professor Kambiz Talebi holds a PhD in Industrial Management and Innovation from Pune University, India. He received his MSc in Industrial Management and BSc in Physics from University of Pune, India. Professor Kambiz Talebi is working as a full professor in the Faculty of Entrepreneurship, University of Tehran. His research interests include entrepreneurship and innovation and venture creation and growth. In 2018, Professor Talebi was selected as an outstanding professor at the 26th Festival of University of Tehran. He was also a visiting professor at the University of Singapore. Professor Kambiz Talebi has presented several papers at many international conferences and has published many research articles in journals of repute, including Entrepreneurship and Innovation and International Journal of Strategic Management. Professor Talebi teaches various diverse courses like entrepreneurship, strategic management, venture creation and growth, innovation management, project management, to name a few. So we welcome you to our conference, and I would now request you to address the audience.
Good morning to everybody. Thank you very much for inviting me to join your conference. In behalf of University of Tehran Faculty of Entrepreneurship, I would like to pay full thanks to the Professor Anil Sardana, Professor Ruchi Gupta, and Professor Anit Artisiani. And I just like to say thank you to College of the Shahid Bhagat Singh and the University of New Delhi. Thank you very much. And I'm very happy to join this conference. And I do thank to all the coordinator and all the guests and distinguished guests and the professors who are going to deliver the lecture in this conference. Well, I'm very happy to participate in this valuable conference. Welcome to all the ladies and gentlemen participating in the conference. Much effort has been put into a spread of the coronavirus. The world is changing. Knowledge does not stop moving, but accelerating. Exiting of such conference that have noticed this forward movement and wants to find the principal solution for the future of the business in collective movement. That is actually, I can say this is the goal of or objective, the main objective of this conference. And we are all human. Plant is growing, earth is alive, and we have to fight against any kind of disaster like the coronavirus. It will get disappear as soon as possible. And what is going to vanish the coronavirus from the earth? That is the knowledge. Knowledge is very important. So I'm very happy that this kind of the conference will help the people to accelerate their knowledge, to learn more and more and more and do their practice. We know that the entrepreneurs need more knowledge, which can be produced by the university and the different professors in the different kind of research. And all the researchers can help to can be formed as the very good guide for the practitioners to do and to increase their efforts and to grow very fastly. I can say I know that the time is running and I am not going to take more of your time. I can say that innovation is the discipline to transfer the creative ideas into opportunities that could bring the value to the market and the company. And I'm sure this conference will do the best as much as possible to encourage the people, encourage the participant to give it as the innovative solution to the problem which as we human faces. Thank you very much. And once again, I'm so happy that I am participating in this conference. And I would like to pay thanks to all my dear friends, dear colleagues, and the students of the Amish College to organize this organization. And I will follow all the papers, and I would like to discuss this with my students in the University of Tehran. Thank you very much. And a special thank to the Professor Ruchi Gupta. Thank you very much for everything.
Professor Talebi, thank you so much for sharing your views with us. Professor Talebi has highlighted the importance of the ever-changing world and the changes required in business and management accordingly. Also, how we need to cope up and quickly come out of the challenges which are posed by the pandemic. Accordingly, Professor Talebi has stressed on the innovation and adoption of new and novel ways by future managers. So, sir, thank you so much of sharing, for sharing all these thoughts with us. Definitely a food for thought. With this, I thank you once again for being a part of this conference, sir. Today, we also have amongst us our special guest from our academic partner, University of University of Sri Lanka, Sabaragamuwa, University of Sri Lanka. And we are pleased to welcome Professor Atula Gananapala, Dean, Faculty of Management Studies, and Dr. Jayantha Devasari, Senior Lecturer, Faculty of Management Studies, Sabaragamuwa, University of Sri Lanka. Dr. Atula Gananapala is a professor in tourism management, Department of Tourism Management, Sabaragamuwa, University of Sri Lanka. Currently, he is working as the Dean of the Faculty of Management Studies. He obtained his BSc Tourism Management from the Sabaragamuwa University of Sri Lanka and the MSc in Management from University of Sri Jayawardhanapura. He completed his doctoral degree in Tourism Management from China. His research interests include consumer behavior in tourism, travel motivation and satisfaction, wildlife tourism, sustainable tourism planning and development, destination management, marketing, etc. He has published his research works in nearly 20 books and book chapters, more than 30 research articles in refereed and indexed journals, and more than 50 international conference presentations. He disseminates his expertise as a reviewer of nationally and internationally recognized journals, tourism consultant, editorial member, and scientific committee member for international symposiums. Sir, I welcome you to the conference, and now I would request you to address our audience. Professor Atula Gananapala.
Yeah, good morning. I think you are audible me. You can hear me clearly.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Ayubowan, Namaste. Good morning. Dr. Anil Sardana, Principal of the Sagit Bhagat Singh College, University of Delhi, Professor R.T. Saini, Conference Secretary, Dr. Anil Kumar, Conference Director, distinguished guests, researchers, students, ladies and gentlemen. It is indeed great pleasure for me to address you all at the post-international e-conference on Advance in Business and Management conducted by the University of Delhi in collaboration with the Sabaragamuwa University of Sri Lanka and University of Tehran and Emerald Publishing. First of all, I would like to thank the organizing committee for inviting for me a speech at this esteemed conference. Hence, I want to emphasize the importance of academic and research collaboration for national, regional, and international development in my remarks. The Faculty of Management Studies of the Sabaragamuwa University of Sri Lanka strongly believe in international collaboration in research for the sustainable development of the South Asian region. International cooperations enable researchers to access additional open specific relationship with others in the field, which can be crucial to early stage researchers' career development. Collaboration is essential, the practice of sharing knowledge and idea to achieve a common goal. From childhood, we are encouraged to work as a team while also remaining independent, thought and the skills to work alone. In today's fast-paced world, we need beneficial partnership to encourage creativity, leverage experience, and maximize resources to solve burning issues and development dilemmas as quickly as possible. By looking for partnership and collaboration externally, the academic institution can generate new knowledge to solve problems and issues the world has faced today. Often researchers are reluctant to collaborate and prefer to work alone, but it will not produce the expected result to solve issues and challenges faced in the region like poverty, the climate change, environmental degradation, social inequalities, resource wastage, poor agricultural productivity, etc. Instead of challenging each other's ideas, the researchers need to think of academic collaboration to enhance views and increase creativity. When we need to have a research collaboration, it is better to choose someone with entirely different expertise, skills, and experiences from our own. It would be interesting to see what is melting pot of ideas would produce. It is known that 1 + 1 is not equal to 2. and it should be greater than 2 because of the synergistic approach. For instance, when Professor Arti requested us to collaborate for this conference, we have given the green light at the initial phase and provided our fullest cooperation to make this conference a success, considering the benefit that both institutions can have through this academic collaboration. Further, suppose you are doing mixed method research and you don't have qualitative learning experience to produce with this study. In this case, you can collaborate with a qualitative researcher or mixed method expert and convert your weakness into a strength. That is another benefit of research collaboration. Today, I will not take more time to elaborate more on the benefit of research collaboration. Instead, I would like to request you all to collaborate for a win-win situation in your academic life. I wish you all the very best and have a successful and more informative and fruitful conference in coming 3 days. Thank you very much. Good luck and wish you all the best.
Thank you so much, Dr. Atula Gananapala, for your words of encouragement and sharing your views with us. Professor Gananapala has actually highlighted the importance of research collaboration to improve the level of research. He has also talked about partnerships to encourage creativity, innovation, and solving problems like scarcity of resources. Professor Gananapala has also highlighted how the Sustainable Development Goals of poverty, reduced inequalities, and dealing with the problems like climate change. He has highlighted how all these can be met. So, Professor Gananapala, we are so thankful to you for sharing all these views with us. And once again, I thank you for being a part of this conference. Thank you so much, sir. We also have with us today Dr. Jayantha Divasari, Senior Lecturer, Faculty of Management Studies, Sabaragamuwa University of Sri Lanka. Dr. Jayantha Divasari is a Chartered Manager at the Chartered Management Institute UK and a Senior Lecturer at Sabaragamuwa University of Sri Lanka. He is a well-known researcher who has published in high-ranked journals such as Managerial Finance, Emerald, Qualitative Research in Financial Markets, Emerald, Journal of Public Affairs, Wiley, International Journal of Qualitative Methods, SAGE, etc. He is a pioneer in applying triangulation research approaches in the finance discipline. He has been awarded several times for his outstanding research performance, including an International Mixed Methods Scholarship from University of Michigan, USA. He is currently serving as editor-in-chief of the South Asian Journal of Marketing, published by Emerald Publishing, managing editor of Sri Lanka Journal of Management Studies, published by the Open University of Sri Lanka, and managing editor of the South Asian Journal of Tourism and Hospitality, published by the Sabaragamuwa University of Sri Lanka. Sir, we welcome you to the conference, and now I would request you to say something for our audience. Over to you, sir. Dr. Jayantha Divasari.
Hello, Dr. Ruchi. I think Dr. Devasari will be able to participate in this moment due to one of the other important activities of the university. He requested me to convey his congratulations and all the best and well wishes for the success of this conference. Thank you very much.
Surely, sir, we do understand those last-minute commitments, work commitments, but we are really grateful that sir has sent his best wishes to us. Thank you so much for that. It is indeed our pleasure to collaborate with all our academic partners for the conference. And now it is my pleasure to welcome another special guest today from Emerald Publishing, also our academic partner for the event. We have with us today Ms. Sangeeta Menon, who's a publishing relationship manager at Emerald Publishing, where she leads the publishing program for India, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Nepal, Maldives, and Bhutan. Prior to joining Emerald, she worked with leading publishers like Taylor and Francis as editor, journals South Asia, Elsevier as publisher, South Asia, and Wiley as publishing manager, India. She believes that the big challenge in research publishing is poor communication of research itself and lost opportunities for researchers. In her 15+ years of experience in the academic publishing industry, Sangeeta has worked at creating opportunities for research from South Asia to become a part of the global research platform through various publication formats. She continues to support authors and editors through training and informative sessions that will guide them in making better publishing choices for themselves. Before I invite Ms. Sangeeta Menon to address our audience, I would like to share with our audience, which largely comprises of the research community and academicians, that we have a special session with Ms. Menon lined up for all of you at 12:15 p.m. today. Ms. Menon, I would now request you to address our audience. Over to you.
Thank you, Dr. Ruchi. I hope I'm audible.
Yes, you are.
Thanks for confirming. So good morning to everyone who has joined here today. I would like to congratulate Dr. Anil Sardana, Dr. Aarti Saini, Dr. Ruchi Gupta, and the entire team of Shahid Bhagat Singh College on International E-Conference on Advances in Business and Management 2021. My gratitude to the team for inviting Emerald Publishing to associate with this conference. It is also my honor and pleasure to share the platform with various eminent guests who are associated with this conference. Like Dr. Sardana mentioned about constant changes that are happening around us and the need to navigate these changes to stay relevant. Furthermore, Dr. Maitri also emphasized on the need to constantly upskill. Similarly, the nature of academic publishing has also changed over the past few decades. For instance, it is no longer only about publishing any research paper. Global publishing houses are increasingly looking at how research can solve problems facing industry and influence government policies. With that in mind, I'm looking forward to conducting the session on how to publish impactful articles today afternoon. That will give all attendees a glimpse into the changes in academic publishing industry, the process of publishing papers from the perspective of global publishing houses, and help authors understand where their control in the process lies so they can make better choices when planning to publish journal articles. I hope to see you all at this session. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ms. Menon. Ms. Menon has briefly talked about the significance of research publishing in today's time. So we definitely look forward to hearing more from you, Ms. Menon, on publishing impactful articles at your session today. So thank you so much for being with us. May I now request Dr. Anil Kumar, Conference Director and Teacher in Charge, Department of Commerce, Shahid Bhagat Singh College, to propose a formal vote of thanks.
Thank you, Ruchi. Am I audible to all of you? Am I audible?
The voice is not very clear.
Now, am I audible?
It is a little better now. Yeah.
Okay, good. First of all, warm good morning to all of you. Chief guest, Professor Bhimaraya Maitri, Director, IIM Nagpur, guest of honor, Honorable Chairman, Governing Body, Shri Firoz Khan, our valued invited guests, Principal Dr. Anil Sardana, Organizing Secretary Dr. Aarti Saini, and participants, my dear and respected colleagues from the Department of Commerce and other department of the Shahid Bhagat Singh College, and my dearest students of Commerce Association. It is my privilege to propose a vote of thanks on this occasion. I, Dr. Anil Kumar, on behalf of the Department of Commerce, Shahid Bhagat Singh College, and the entire team, extend a very hearty vote of thanks to all speakers for gracing the event with your valuable inputs and opinions today. A big thank you to Honorable Chairman Shri Firoz Khan for his efforts toward the theme of the conference and his point that keenness to learn and grow really has enhanced during and post-COVID pandemic. Further, we are grateful to the chief guest, Professor Bhimaraya Maitri, for demonstrating on various points, including skilling, reskilling, learn, unlearn, 3 Ps, which remain relevant, and also his words to move to global social responsibility from the corporate social responsibility and to follow the model curriculum to move to the traditional leadership. And his very important point that future belongs to those who will be perpetual learner. Yes, sir, we will follow suit, and it is true that either we have to update or we should ready to be outdated. I may like to express our sincere thanks for giving an excellent coverage to Professor Kambiz Talebi, who has said that this research help the people to enhance their knowledge and learn and more. I also wish to express my gratitude to Professor Athula Gananpala for providing encouragement and his main point, that is to go for academic collaboration to enhance creativity on various burning issues that include poverty, climate change, poor agriculture productivity, and various other issues. Sir, we will follow the suit, sure. After that, I am also very grateful to Ms. Sangeeta Menon for his point of analysis on importance of research and solve a number of problems the world is facing. Really, the research is the only arena that can do a lot of things and pave the way to a large number of problems the world is facing. Sure. And we also would like to acknowledge our gratitude to all the participants present here. We are all inspired by your great words. Finally, I would like to take this opportunity to place on record our hearty thanks to our principal, Dr. Anil Sardana ji, for the perfect logistic support and guidance he has extended to all of us at this occasion. I also extend my thanks to Aarti Saini, organizing secretary of the e-conference, for her enormous cooperation in the organization of this event. Well, Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, an event like this cannot happen overnight. The wheels start rolling weeks ago. It requires planning and a bird's eye for details. We have been fortunate enough to be backed by a team of very motivated and dedicated colleagues who know their job and are result oriented. I cannot thank everyone enough for their involvement and their willingness to take on the completion of tasks beyond their comfort zones. Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, once again, I want to state that we are all most grateful to all speakers on this stage. We thank you for being with us in the inaugural session. It has been a great pleasure. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Anil Kumar, our conference director, for proposing a formal word of thanks. Before I hand over the session to my student coordinators, I would like to once again welcome all our participants to our conference and hope that it will be an enriching experience for all of you. We also look forward to a continued association with all our academic partners. So that's me, Dr. Ruchi Gupta, signing off for now, and over to my student coordinators, Eva and Sagrika. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Now I'll request everybody to kindly switch on their cameras for the virtual photograph. Thank you so much, everyone. Sagrika?
Yeah. So with this, we come to the end of today's inaugural session. And I would like to thank everyone for taking out time from their busy schedule and attending this session. And we look forward to having you all in the upcoming sessions. Thank you.